How many dairy cows do you have?
So we're milking right now about 175, and dry cows total, we're probably feeding 250 calves, heifers, and dry cows, so enough to keep us busy for sure.
What do you wish people knew about dairy?
I don't know. I could say that I wish they knew the struggles, but they don't make no sense, I guess, because we picked this life. So it's a pretty hard life. It's a lot different than seeing it from the road, financially and physically. There's a lot of work and a lot of headache and heartache. So uh, I don't know. It's like promoting the dairy for the people to go out and buy milk. I wish that I encourage them to go out and support the locals and buy fluid milk. Go in, even if you do go to Walmart, buy some whole milk, some fluid milk, and if not, I highly encourage locals like Brian Stooksbury and your local produce stands. So these guys are really, we're all struggling. We're all looking for ways to stay in the dairy, stay in the farming community, and we're always looking for ways to do that. But it just seems like anymore selling, milk the way we've been selling for years, it just gets harder and harder every year. So I just encourage people to support the locals and support their farmers and whatnot. So I don't know, it's just tough.
How many gallons of milk do you get?
So per cow right now we're averaging a 70 pound, and so what is milk? It's 8.2 pound per gallon. So I don't know. We figure it. We sell our milk. We always figure pounds per milk instead of gallon. Uh, but it's I'd have to do the math. But it's 70 pound times 170 cows. So we're shipping every other day. We're shipping like a 19 to 19,000 to 19,500 every other day. So quite a bit of milk, but we need to be shipping more. We always say that. We're always struggling to ship more. That's with anything, corn or beans. We just want to ship more.
How? What's your favorite part about being a dairy farmer?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Probably, I guess it's sort of a double-edged sword. A sword, you'd say, the freedom. You're sort of your own boss, but at the same time, it's like it's a ball and chain. It's an everyday. There's no days off. I mean, it's constant. But we enjoy that, and I guess if you're brought up to work that way, that's just the way it is. But that's what I enjoy is the freedom because every day I can plan my own day, uh, and a lot of times, God and the weather plans my day too. Uh, but I don't have somebody over me, other than the banker, saying go go go. But yeah, probably the freedom of being able to just sort of do what we want to do.
What's your least favorite part?
Probably the headache. The physical part of farming and dairy farming is uh, we sort of it's funny to say, but you sort of get addicted to that. You want that pressure and that run. We enjoy that, but those days that you run and you look in the bank and you don't have enough money to pay for your feed bill or fertilize, those are probably the least favorite things that I have is the financial side of it. At times, and then there's times it's rewarding, but anymore in the last 10 years, those times are fewer and fewer. So, um, but yeah, just probably the heartache of trying to keep the bookwork and keep the money going and keep everything paid. That's probably the least part of my least favorite part that I would have. So,
Do you?
yeah, we've got so right now we've got probably 18 on the bottle, uh, and we'll wean those calves. We'll keep them on the bottle for about a week, 2 weeks, and I say they're on the bottle. We got about 18 that part of them's on the bottle and part of them are on the bucket, but they're getting milk. And then around 8 weeks, we'll wean them off and take them away from fluid milk or milk, and then start putting in a dry pelleted feed and get them more adjusted to water and hay. So probably yeah, around 18 on milk, and then we've sort of got them staged through the farm as they grow. We try to group them in 10 or 15 calf groups, and that way you don't get a whole lot of big ones with a whole lot of smaller ones that boss them around. So
How many breeds of dairy cows do you have?
I've just got one Holstein. We mainly do Holstein, and some of the guys do they'll have jerseys mixed with Jersey and Holstein, but and we've had some cows like that where we just tend to stay with regular old Holstein cow.
Do you like them better than like the Jersey cows?
I don't know. I mean, there's good and bad points on I guess both breeds. A Jersey cow seems to be more, I guess you'd say, tough, and they tend to be not as much big a eater. They don't seem like they eat as much as a Holstein, but they, at the end of the day, they don't produce as much. Typically, don't produce as much milk, fluid milk, and that's sort of what we're after. But they do produce. They're a real high butter fat count. So I don't know. People can argue both ways there, but it'd probably be a good tool to put. And a lot of guys do that. Is they'll have mixed, and they'll try to get their butter fat up, and then they'll mix with the Holsteins, and that'll sort of keep their milk production up as well. So, but I don't know the Jersey. They say the Jerseys are really docile and easy to get around with, and which the Holsteins are too, and they're smaller. The Jerseys are a little smaller cow, and but I think the bull side, I've always been afraid and always heard that the Jersey bulls seem to get a whole lot more upset when they get older, and they're a little more dangerous. So I don't know. We just always stuck with Holstein. It's something I've never really tried.
It's cool.